Welcome to the channel, it's 9th edition 40k. Hello there! Oh, that doesn't count. Today marks a milestone on the channel, as for the first time we will be having a battle report that doesn't involve either the Orcs or the Thousand Suns. It's going to be my new Space Marine chapter, the Shadows of Ultramar, up against the Custodes in a Tempest of War 2000 point game. Today we rewind time to the start of the Indomitus Crusade, and the Shadows of Ultramar have just been created and have been assigned to a Indomitus fleet. But before they do so, they are having one last final training exercise involving the Custodes. We are on Terra, and this is a massive vault somewhere on Terra, where the armies of the Imperium are able to train. And there are a number of likely enemy terrain areas that this area is divided into. So we've got some makeshift pretend orc buildings, we've got some makeshift pretend chaos temples, and some other industrial elements. If you imagine just outside the edges of the battlefield, there'd be tiers and tiers of seating, of lots of adepts of the Imperium, and scriveners and bureaucrats are analysing the results of this training exercise. It's not quite live ammunition, so no heroes of the Imperium will fall today, but there's lots of servo skulls and cogitators floating around and ascertaining whether any particular warrior would have likely fallen given what has happened to him, and as a result his armour locks up and they can play no longer part in this training exercise. So the Shadows of Ultramar have been given a huge honour by pitting themselves against the Custodes. Of course, no one's expecting the Astartes to win this fight. It's how well they do against them. And in fact, they do have a very stern person marking them. Wonder what marks he will give them at the end of the battle. But Trajann Valoris himself is going to be pitting himself against the Shadows of Ultramar, so it'd be interesting to see how we all fare. Right, and we're going to welcome back to the channel one more time, number 2. Say hello, number 2.
Hello, number 2.
Right, let's go have a look at the armies. Okay, and here we have the Space Marine army. It's a battalion, and its chapter traits are bolter discipline, which means every bolter weapon in the army can reroll hit rolls of 1. And they're also got master artisans, which means that can reroll 1 hit roll per turn per unit for shooting weapons. So basically they're going to be very, very accurate with their firepower. Almost as accurate as Custodes, not quite maybe, but getting close to. So they're going to be kicking out quite a lot of firepower for those chapter tactics. So the army is led by where is he? List him. There he is. The Captain Tartarus. He is the warlord, and he has the relic, the armor Indomitus, which gives him +1 wounds, a 2-up save, and then once per game he can activate it and give him a 3-up invulnerable save that turn. He's armed with a relic auto bolt rifle and a relic power sword. Oh, sorry, master crafted power sword, I should say, and a master crafted auto bolt rifle. He's also got the warlord trait, the Imperium sword, which means that if he can reroll charges, and if he does charge or heroically intervenes, he gets +1 attack and +1 strength. So he's going to be fairly good in combat. He's not quite as good as Custodes level in terms of characters, but still not too bad. Also in the being a captain, of course, he has a reroll hit rolls of 1 bubble for core units. Second character is this lieutenant, who's armed with a Volkite pistol and a storm shield, so he also has a 2-up save. His name is Lieutenant Vespied, and he has a bubble which allows you to re-roll wound rolls of 1. Final HQ slot is the Librarian Numinous in Phobos armor, and he knows Smite, of course, and Hallucination and Tenebrous Curse. I'll explain what they do when they get cast, as and when they get cast. So in the troop slots, I've got 2 squads of 10 intercessors with bolt rifles, and 1 squad of assault intercessors with heavy bolt pistols and Startis chainswords. So yeah, trying to do sort of mass rank fire here. This is not a particularly close assault orientated army, although we do have the assault intercessors who may need to give their lives dearly. In the elite slots, I've got 2 squads of 3 aggressors, I think they're called. These are these chunky dudes. So these are Flamestorm aggressors. So they've got 2 flamers each there, and then these are the Bolt Storm aggressors. So they've got their bolt weaponry and the sort of grenade launcher thing on their backs. Both those units have got power fists, so they are actually quite good in combat. They've got 3 wounds, toughness 5, so they're pretty chunky boys, and hopefully will be able to hold their own against the Custodes. This is a character, albeit I think he's an elite slot, which is the the Apothecary. I've given the Apothecary, spent a command point, put me down to 11 command points to make him hero of the chapter. And I've given him the Warlord trait Selfless Healer. I've also spent the points to make him the chapter's chief apothecary. So he can pick up, he can automatically heal 3 wounds per turn for a unit, and you can pick up fallen marines in a unit and put them back in free of command points, which is pretty good. Very common tactic used by Space Marine players. Some backfield Daka here. Got 10 Hellblasters. They're armed with a assault plasma annihilators. They're the assault 3, strength 6, -4, damage 1 weapons. So they should be quite good, I think, and be able to strip down wounds against the enemy here. Then I've got the Redemptor Dreadnought armed with the, I think it's called the Plasma Annihilator, the Gatling Cannon, and the Storm Bolters in his chest weapons. And then finally, I've got the Repulsor Executioner. I definitely did not forget. That's got the big anti-tank weapon on it, and does have a transport capacity, but I'm not entirely sure if I'm going to use it. So yeah, there we have. There's my army. Quite a lot of firepower, lots of re-rolls, so it can be very accurate coming in. With the new armor of contempt rules, that's going to help as well. So that basically reduces the armor piercing value of weapons coming in by 1. So AP dash is still AP dash, but AP -1 becomes AP dash, and AP -2 becomes AV1, AV1, etc, etc. So that's going to really help. Yeah, okay, let's go have a look at the Custodes. All right, and here we have the Custodes army. There's a lot of lovely characters and Forge World goodness in here. Number 2, do you want to talk us through it?
Okay, we have got exactly 2,000 point battalion detachment.
Mm-hmm.
What can I tell you about them? The shield hosts, they are Emperor's Chosen, which gives them a 4+ ward against mortal wounds.
Mortal wounds, yeah.
And they can re-roll 1 hit or 1 wound per turn,
per unit, per phase.
Per something.
Yeah.
So they get a re-roll, which is always useful.
Yeah.
When you're rolling 2s normally anyway.
Exactly. Yeah.
So what have we got? We have got, first of all, Trajann Valoris.
Trajann, yeah.
Front.
With his score sheet out, he's going to be marking.
He's here to act as judge.
Yeah.
Jury and execute.
Yes.
And he's brought along his protege, the captain commander on a bike.
On the bike, yeah.
Who also has a warlord trait. He has an impregnable mind. So he has the ability to deny the witch. It's +1 to that. And he also, because of his impregnable mind, he counts as 3 models when he's contesting objectives.
Yeah.
Which is quite interesting. Obviously, everybody else counts as 2.
2. You're going to say, everyone else counts as 2.
3 because his mind is impregnable.
Yeah.
Troop-wise, obviously, recently things have changed somewhat for Custodes because now only troops are objective secured.
Yeah.
So no more sneaky things with bikes and dreadnoughts and whatever. So I have got the Sagittarium at the back. 5.
Yeah, these are good. I really rate these.
Very reliable.
Yeah.
At churning out damage. Although I'm not sure with your upgraded armour.
Yeah. It would be interesting to see how that plays out a bit. Yeah. there'll be lots of hits. Lots of wound rolls probably from you, but everyone's going to be saving quite a lot, I think.
Exactly. So that'd be
it's going to be pinging off our armour.
Interesting thing. We have got 3 guards with spears.
Yeah.
I know everybody says that the sword and shield are better, but I really don't like the way they look. Swords look like something from
the rule of cool always trumps, meta in my view.
Exactly. And then we've got 5 prosecutors. Sisters of Silence.
Yeah, so I think my librarian's going to have a difficult battle. There's a lot of. You've got quite a bit of psychic defense, which I learned to my peril. My Thousand Sons learned to their peril, didn't they? Last battle.
For some reason, somebody forgot to upgrade their power armor when everybody else.
No, that's a point. That's a good point. Yeah.
So I don't know.
I wonder if that'd be facts later or.
Yeah.
Okay.
Anyway, on the fast attack side, we've got the 3 Venatari with their wings.
Yeah, fappy dudes.
Yeah, they're pretty useful, versatile.
Yeah, and, they're good horde killers, aren't they?
Yeah.
See how they.
We've got our bikes.
Yeah, always a solid unit, aren't they?
Basic bullet magnets.
Yeah.
Everybody wants to shoot them. With them.
Have they got the missile launchers, or have they got the storm?
Yeah, all 3 have got missile launchers.
Yeah, that's a good anti-tank weapon.
And the bolters are all well and good. Loads of shots, but actually I do need some anti-tank.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, I have got 5 Terminators. Terminators.
I really want to try and I want to try and destroy these guys this game. every time I play against you, number 2, your Terminators are virtually untouched at the end of the game.
They generally just wander around, not getting scratched.
Yeah.
In fact, I think more damage happens to them in transit in their carry case.
Yeah.
Than on the table. There's always one loses its hair.
Yeah.
And then at the back,
you've got a couple of dreads.
The 2 dreadnoughts. We have the Telemun, who has proven his worth several times in the past.
Excellent model, excellent miniature. Yeah.
We've got the new boy, the
new addition.
Contemptor Achilles, with his whopping great big spear.
Let's have a look at this. Yeah.
Which
focus
has got essentially a very, very powerful kind of las cannon thing.
Yeah.
And it's big and choppy.
It's
exactly what it does. If I can find the usual kind of stat line you would expect.
Yeah.
Strength 7, toughness 7, 9 wounds, 5 attacks.
Yeah.
In fact he's going to have 6 attacks because I'm using the stratagem on him. Can't think what it's called, but he gets to re-roll his charge and he gets +1 attack.
Yeah. Okay. Right.
I've put the key emphasis on. He is equipped with the Achilles Dread Spear. So when it's shooting, it's a range 24, heavy 2, strength 8, AP -2, damage 3.
Yeah.
Quite shooty.
Yeah.
He's got a Storm Bolter
on
the other hand, but in combat, his spear. His strength ×2, 14, -3 save and D3 +3 damage.
Ow. So, yeah, that is good.
He's a bit killy.
All right then.
He's a core unit, so.
Oh, he's core as well. Okay.
He hangs around Trajann. He gets to re-roll stuff.
Yeah, so Trajann has a sort of re-roll. Is it hit roll and wounds roll?
In Trajann's case, it's both. Yeah.
It's both. Yeah, bubble for core. Great. Okay. Well, we haven't drawn. This is going to be a Tempest of War game, so we'll have to draw the cards next and see what we're doing. Okay, we drew this deployment zone. Take and hold as the primary mission, which is pretty similar to standard match play in terms of you get 5 victory points for taking 1 objective, 5 victory points if you 2 or more objectives, but then additional objectives after that is 2 victory points. Oh, no, sorry, 5 if they control more than their opponent. So that's exactly the same as normal match play. Yeah, so that's pretty much similar. And then hidden supplies. We normally have 5 objectives for the points game. We've got an additional objective marker, hidden supplies. So there are 6 on the table. So let's talk about them now. You have to have 1 in each deployment zone. So there's a home objective for the Space Marines here, home objective for the Custodes over there. And then pretty much all the other objectives are close to sort of being in the middle of no man's land. There's 1 on this this temple here, 1 right slap bang in the middle, 1 in that mech shop, and then 1 on the very edge there. We're going to treat all the orc buildings and the crane and this sort of scenery here to be dense cover. So -1 to hit, shooting weapons, and it's defensible, scalable, breachable. Right, let's have a look at the deployment. I'll start with my army, the Shadows of Ultramar. So I've got the Hellblasters and a squad of intercessors with the Legion command here. So I've got the lieutenant, the captain, and the apothecary lending support there. Behind that, the tank, big shooty tank. Sitting on the home objective, I've combat squadded 1 squad of intercessors, so they're sitting on the back there. The second half of that squad is behind that building there, and then we've got the assault intercessors, the librarian. Could have deployed the librarian into the no man's land because he's got Phobos armor, but without lookouts, and there's a lot of bikes there over there that could easily dispatch him, so he's not that stupid. And then I've got the Boltstorm aggressors here. The Flamestorm aggressors are in the tank. Right, over to number 2. So you've got your Dreadnought here on this flank.
Yeah.
The Sagittarian here. You've got Trajann, the flag, which dishes out a soft, a +1 save bubble, doesn't it?
No, it's a dense cover.
Oh,
so
dense cover.
-1 to hit.
-1 to hit bubble. And you got your troops, your warriors there, your new Dreadnought, your Sisters of Silence.
There.
Oh, focus. Then you've got your jet bikes and the captain.
And the captain.
Over there. And then your Terminators and your Flappy Dudes are in Deep Strike.
Yeah.
Right. Have you got a dice number 2 or die? Right. Let's see.
Here we go.
4. It's a draw.
Draw.
5 and 2. Now, in Tempest of War, the winner of the dice roll has to go first, rather like match play. So we're going to go into Custodes turn 1.
Okay.
Okay, here we are at the end of the movement phase for the Custodes. We didn't know, actually, whether the objectives you draw are to be kept secret from your opponent or not. We don't actually know that, so we decided to keep them secret. So I don't know what number 2 is drawn from his 3 cards. I'm not entirely sure if that's the right way of playing it, but that's what we're going to do for today. Makes
it exciting, doesn't it?
Yeah. So you've gained a command point, of course, and got your orders, and you've generally advanced across the line here. Everything moving forward. The sisters shuffling enough down to get onto the home objective in your backfield, and your captain zooming all the way over here.
A bit of a gamble.
Yeah, on the open.
He's pretty tough.
Yeah, he's pretty tough. But,
I'm not 100% convinced with that one. I think they may just... Yes, I think
yeah, you just about on that one.
Click that one.
So at the moment, you're on
three objectives.
3 objectives. Okay, no psychic shenanigans from the Custodes, I imagine. So let's go into the shooting phase.
Here we go.
Backpack into the Hellblasters, hitting on 2s. He hits all the time. Winning on 3s. Okay. Okay, -1, but because of Armour of Contempt, they still have 3 up saves. So I do lose a Hellblaster.
That's a start.
Big gun into the Executioner.
Heavy 2, strength 8. Heavy 2.
Yeah, hit twice. Strength 8 would be forced to win, toughness 8.
Against a vehicle, I can re-roll the wound roll.
Okay. So re-roll at 2. No.
Okay, so it is a minus 4.
-4 actually becomes -3, so 5 up save. Oh, I missed it. No, it goes through.
Okay,
How much damage is that?
Take 3 damage.
3 damage. Okay. Okay, Sagittarian into the Hellblasters. Again, not doing transhuman. I'll see if that's a mistake. Hitting on 2s. Oh, a couple of 1s. And strength 5 weapons, so freeze to wound. So -1s become AP 0, 3 up saves. And, oh, ow, that's still 3 full because it's 2 damage. So the guards into the Intercessor squad down here, hitting on 2s. They all hit.
All hit.
4s to wound.
4s to wound. Reroll 1.
Because of Trajann, yeah.
Yeah.
2.
2. They're minus. Oh, I'm looking at the wrong one. So
-1, aren't they?
I believe they are.
I'll roll, see what I get. Oh, my army is not helping me at the moment.
Custodian guard are -1 for 2 damage.
Yes, that's 2 dead. That's really annoying. Vexillus is rinse and repeat, same unit.
1. Yeah, just 1.
Yeah, what's the save?
Say -1.
Oh, okay. Yeah, saved.
Yeah.
Trajann, hitting on 2s. He misses once.
Misses ones, but I think he can re-roll his own with his.
Can he? Is he core?
He's Warlord trait, champion of the.
Oh, okay, right, yeah.
Hit rolls.
There we get him. Yep.
Yep, so it's 2 hits.
Yeah.
This one is strength 5.
Freeze.
Snake
eyes.
Okay. I get re-rolls from Trajann.
Okay, this is the your other Dreadnought into the tank, hitting on 2s, re-rolling because of Trajann.
2 hits. I am strength 8.
Okay, 4s to wound. No.
Spend a command
Command point.
Yeah, just for 1, isn't it?
Yeah.
Reroll 1, but it's.
Right, command point reroll. No.
Okay.
Right, this is your captain firing at the assault intercessors. Is this a missile launcher, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, 2s.
So it is a salvo launchers. Yep. No.
Okay.
Yeah. Not good.
Those bikes were out of range or anything. So is that the conclusion of your shooting phase? Your sisters
are not going to have anything in range. Okay.
No.
Oh, maybe. No,
not quite yet.
Not quite.
Okay.
Okay, so that's
it. Turn 1.
The end of my turn. However.
Right, I've got a morale check to take for my Hellblasters. Their leadership is 8. They've lost 4. Yeah. And they pass. They shall know no fear. Right, number 2 has revealed a secondary objective. It's battlefield supremacy. He's on 3 objectives at the end of his turn. I'm on 1. Therefore, he scores 5 secondary victory points. And that's the end of turn 1 for the Custodes as we go into turn 1 for the Adeptus. Okay, here we are at the end of the movement phase for the Space Marines turn 1. A little bit cagey. Don't want to get too ahead of myself and get countercharged nastily. Also, new army, don't really know what I'm doing. So, what's happened? The tanks shuffled around a little bit here. Hellblaster's in front of it, stop it being charged. The Apothecary's picked up a Hellblaster for 3 command points. Not 0 command points, I should say, rather than 3. Because he is the Master Apothecary. General slight advance here, not quite on that objective yet. I'm conscious there's a rather hard nut coming down the street. The Dreadnought was thinking about trying to take the objective with the Dreadnought, but he's going to try and take a pop at the captain. He's on his own with his Plasma Annihilator. So yeah, the other guys around here just advanced, not literally advanced, but moved forward. And some of their heavy bolt pistols are in range of the bikes. This squad has just moved around the corner, try and see if we can plink some more wounds off that captain. Now I do have a librarian, so okay. First power is hallucination on the bikes, warp charge value of 6, and that does go off on a 10. Okay, the captain's impregnable mind.
To deny that.
Try
that. +1 to this roll.
Okay.
And 9, 10.
So you've got to beat me. Yeah. So that does go off. So basically that means I've got -1 leadership and -1 to hit on that unit. Second power will be a smite. Cheeky smite, hit the bikes again. And that goes off on a 9. Any more denial shenanigans? No. So D3 mortal wounds for 1, which you then shrug on a 4, do you?
Yes, I do.
Yes, you do. I'm getting deja vu. Right, that's the end of my psychic phase, and as I go into the shooting phase. Keeping with not revealing the orders, I have spent a command point to ditch capture enemy outposts immediately because the rest of my cards weren't great, unfortunately. But anyway, so let's continue with the shooting phase. Kick off with these 8 intercessors. They're in rapid fire range of your guard.
Okay.
So they will shoot them. They're -1 to hit because of the banner, aren't they?
Yes.
So I'm hitting 4s. Rerolling 1s because of the captain. And then winning on 5s with the rerolls. And I'm rerolling 1s because of the lieutenant. 4 -1 saves on the guard. And you tank them. Let's move down the line. The lieutenant's got a Volkite pistol. He's it's a 15-inch range pistol, hitting on 3s at -1. Strength 5, so toughness 5, 4s to wound. 6 to mortal wounds in addition. He can't reroll his own 1, so that doesn't wound. Okay, the captain, he can't really see or in range of anything. The apothecary snapping a shot against the Sagittarian. He hits, it's strength 5, his absolver pistol. Doesn't wound. Okay, moving on. The Hellblasters are going to put everything into the Sagittarian, hitting on 3s. I'm not overcharging, of course. And I'm rerolling 1s because of the captain. I can reroll 1, 2 because of Master Artisans. I've just suddenly remembered my chapter tactic. And that's still a miss. Right, so...
It's worth overcharging though, because you can reroll the 1s.
Yeah, but it's still... I'm still winning on 3s, and you still got 4 up invulnerable against them. Yeah. So these all hit, wounding on 3s. Rerolling 1s because of lieutenant. I've measured. Ooh. So
that's quite a lot.
That's quite a lot. That is that many. Hold on, let's count them. So 13 -4 saves. So on your 4 up invulnerable. Single damage. Okay, 1 slain, another 1 left on a single wound. The tank is going to put its big cannon into the dreadnought. The rest of the arms are going to go into the Sagittarian. The heavy laser destroyer gets +1 to hit because of it's got a targeting matrix. So it's hitting the dreadnought on 2s. And I'm going to use my mastercrafted chapter tactic to reroll that miss. So I get 2 hits. And I'm wounding strength 12, toughness 8, well, 3s. Command point reroll on that 1. Ugh. So that one gets through. Be on your 4 up invulnerable. No, that's D3 plus 3. So that becomes 5. Goes to 4 because of your... Yeah, so 4 damage.
Okay, goes on a 6.
Oh yeah, and then you got a shrug. You shrug 1, so 3 damage.
3 damage.
Yeah, I've suddenly remembered how unkillable those things are. Okay, the rest of the weapons are going to go into the Sagittarian. This is the heavy onslaught Gatling cannon, hitting on 3s. And wounding on strength 6, so wounding on 3s. And that is 5 -1s. Yeah. 3 wounds.
He's dead. And he's on 1.
He's on 1. This is the Iron Hell Heavy Stubber, hitting on 3s. And wounding on strength 4, so 5s to wound. That's 1 more -1 save. Yep. Twin Heavy Bolters. And 4s to wound. 2 more -1 saves, but this is flat 2. Oh, I plinked the last wound off that one. Okay, I did small arms fire off camera. Apologies if that screen was really bright. I don't know what happened to my camera there. But I managed to plink a last wound off with the heavy bolter, so only 2 Sagittarian remains. The Fragstorm grenade launchers are off, are out of range. Right, so that's that side done. Okay, moving on then to this squad of intercessors. They're putting into the warriors, hitting on 4s because of the banner, and that's helped them 4 times. And then wounding on 5s. Woo! 4 -1 saves with a bolt rifle. They're fine. Okay. Points spent on wisdom on the ancients, rerolling 1 bubble. So I'm pretty sure I measured, but just to be sure, yeah, within 6 inches. And in 2 command points on adaptive strategy to put my aggressors into the tactical doctrine, because at the moment I'm in the Devastator doctrine. Yeah, that's a good point. I've forgotten about that with my tank. Oh well. Right, so basically means they've got an extra -1 save AP coming out on their weapons, which are going to go into your bikes. Okay, these are the bolt gauntlets, and I can reroll 1s because they've got the bolt word in them, and I've got bolted fusillades, and that's a lot of 2s. 5s to wound. 5 -1s because they are in the tactical doctrine. 3 ups. Ooh, take 2 wounds. Should say 1's already taken a wound from the pistols from the assault marines. And then finally the frag storm grenade launchers. So they fire 3d6 times. And they fire 11. No, yeah. Hitting on 3s. I can't reroll 1s because they're not bolter. And then 5s to wound. Yeah. 2 more -1s. There, okay. Right, I've just got the dreadnought to do now. Okay, the Adeptus is putting everything into that captain. So I'm going to overcharge the plasma incinerator. That's heavy d6. 2. And he's hitting on 3s. Ugh, only 1 hit. Strength 9, so 3s to wound. And that does wound. And I just remembered I can re-roll because of Master Artisans that miss. So it does hit, and let's see if it wounds. It does wound, so that's 2 on your invulnerable. Otherwise it's flat 3 damage.
Make 1.
Make 1. Command point, or are you happy with that?
Yeah, no, I will. I've got loads in.
So command point reroll being used in good effect. So the Icarus rocket pod fires D3 times. 3 times, hitting on 3s. Wounding on 3s, strength 7. These are at -1, 3 at -1.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay, the little mini Gatling cannon. You can reroll 1s because he's core and he's got that bubble. He's put on himself. And then strength 5. This is 5s to wound. 3. And that's at -1. That wasn't a very good shooting phase. Plinked the odd wound off here and there, but I've only slain, was it 4 Sagittarian guards? 3? 3. Considering the amount of firepower coming out from this army, that was not great. But anyway, let's go to the charge phase. I'm just about in charge range. I might as well give them a go with the assault intercessors, and they're going to go into your bikes. Would you like to overwatch? No. I think it's a 10 I need. That's going to be a fail, and I'm not going to try and re-roll that, so that's a failed charge. And that will be the end of my turn as we go into Custodes. Oh, not quite. I've got my objective. No retreat, no surrender. No unit from my army failed a morale test. No unit from my army made a fallback move, and no unit from my army moved off an objective. Therefore, I get 5 secondary points. Here we are at the end of command and movement phase for the Custodes in turn 2. Number 2 scored 15 primaries, running away with it already, as he was on more than 2 objectives and more than me. So what's happened? Number 2, your dreadnoughts come round here. The remaining Sagittarians keep advancing. Your sisters stayed where they are. You now onto that middle objective with the dreadnought and the characters and your warriors. Your bikes have zoomed round. His captain's come off that objective, but your flappy dudes have come back down on it.
Idea.
And then your Terminators have dropped into my back lines. You did think about putting them here, didn't you? But you was worried about Auspex scan on the Hellblasters, so they've come around over here. And yeah, so ouch time. I think I did not have a very good first turn. I forgot a few things and just generally didn't have a very good first turn. So I think it's going to be quite painful this turn. Let's go into the shooting phase for the Custodes. The small arms into the Hellblasters. I'm debating whether to do transhuman. I didn't do it last time. I lost 4. But there's less firepower coming in. I'm going to wait until. So I'm just checking if transhuman lasts a turn or a phase. It's a phase. So I'm not going to do transhuman, and I'm going to pop smoke on the tank. So you're at -1 to hit the tank.
Okay.
That cost me a command point.
Right.
So big gun against tank hitting on freeze because of the smoke. That didn't help me.
Okay. I am
Forced to win, strength 8, toughness 8.
reroll
1.
1.
Reroll because it's a vehicle. Ow.
2.
6 up saves. Oh, save 1.
Okay. And that is.
So bolt launches into the Hellblasters, yeah? Yeah.
Read 4 wounds -1.
4 wounds -1. Becomes 3 up. Yeah, they all save. Armor of Contempt helping out there.
Okay, then we have got.
Okay, plus insistence to the Hellblasters. This is. Oh! 2d3 shots. 6 shots. And they also hit, don't they?
Yep.
So, 3 to wound. Ow.
There we are. And
okay, -2 becomes -1 because of Armor of Contempt, 4 ups. And that is 3 wounds caused. And I've got my Apothecary, which I didn't use last turn either. 6 up shrugs. No, so you do kill one and injure another. 3 to wound.
2.
Yeah.
-3.
So it comes -2 because of Armor of Contempt. So these are 5s. And
1.
that's. One's almost certainly dead unless I roll a lot of 6s. No, he's still dead. So 3 wounds coming through on the smaller arms, and take a wound.
2 wounds.
Oh, 2 wounds. So see if Apothecary can keep him alive. Yes, he does. Does put a wound on that one.
1, 2, 3. 3 Sisters of Silence.
Yeah, into the
wounds.
Breeze. Get 2 hits.
2 hits.
4s.
2 wounds.
2 saves.
Okay.
Okay.
Right.
Centre.
Okay. I have moved into stance 2 of the Salvus Martial Qatar.
Sounds painful.
It does rather, doesn't it? It means that infantry that does not advance in my movement phase, in the shooting phase, if they're not within engagement range of any enemy units, they may shoot twice if they have auric weapons.
Okay, and your warriors have auric weapons.
Weapon is basically it's a spear or an axe with a bolter strapped to the end of it.
Okie dokie.
So my warriors, the marine people in front of them.
Yep. 2s, 0 and 1s, they're all hit.
All hit. And strength
4.
4.
Ugh.
0 1s.
0 1s. Helped out.
3. Okay, and then do you want to do those?
Okay, do the saves. They all. It's only -1 becomes. Yeah, so they all save.
Okay,
Yeah.
then they're safe.
Yep. Second round. They all hit. Ooh, only 1, but you can move when I won.
Only 1.
Saved.
Very exciting, is it?
No, that was a bit of a letdown.
Right.
So Trajann and the Flag managed to kill a single marine each with their weapons. Moving on to Dreadnought. And when I say kill, I mean their armour locks up and they're out of the training exercise. Because it's got smoke, remember?
Oh, 1 hit.
Yeah. Does not wound.
Does not wound. I've got Trajann there.
Yeah.
So let me roll that.
Still doesn't wound.
Okay. So stun bolters
into the Marines. They all hit.
Hit.
Forced to wound. Well, unless it's different.
2.
That's going to be a pass and a fail.
Okay, just 1 wound then.
1 wound. Okay. Bikes into the assault Marines.
Actually, no. I can shoot the fat guys behind them.
You can do, yeah.
I'll shoot the fat guys behind them.
Fat guys behind them.
Now,
The aggressors.
Aggressors.
Yeah.
I'm -1 to hit, aren't I, with your hallucination?
Yes, -1 to hit because they are somewhat hallucinating.
Okay.
And it doesn't help. They steal their minds.
Okay, so we are...
Strength 8, I think, aren't we?
I think...
It's a 3 to win, toughness 5. It's 2.
I didn't re-roll a hit, so I can re-roll 1 wound.
Yeah, this is your...
Emperor's Chosen, it's still a 1. Okay, so that is 2 wounds at -4.
Ow. I think they go straight through. I don't think they got 2 up. So, despite the hallucinogen effect on their minds, I managed to wipe out 2 aggressors. Yeah. And then you've got your flappy dudes and your captain left, haven't you?
Captain's going to shoot at the dreadnought.
Okay.
And he
hits.
A hit.
I think it's 3s or 4s. I can't remember. That's definitely a wound.
That's a 6. So we'll do it. So it's -4.
I won't get a save.
Okay, so it's D3 plus 3. Which is
6. So those 6 wounds becoming 5 because of duty eternal. Okay, flappy dudes, birdmen into them. Hitting on to 6s or additional hits, aren't they? Ooh,
yep.
A couple of 1s and no 6s.
4. That's straight. 6.
So 3s.
3.
-2 becomes -1. And you kill 1. Is the Terminators firing their grenades into the dreadnought and their small arms into the...
So how many shots do I get? I get 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
7. Hit on 2s? Are they -1 because they're firing both profiles?
I assume so. I don't know. Is that a special or is that just a...
The answer to that is no. So, hitting on 2s. So 1 miss.
I'm going to take that 1 re-roll for my Emperor's Chosen.
Okay.
Yep. And then we are straight 5.
So 5's to wound. 2. -3 becomes -2, so 5s. I take a damage. Axes into your Assault Marines. 1 miss.
2 balloons at -1.
Okay, he's going to fail 1.
-2, sorry for that. No, sorry. Hang on. Shooting auric weapons.
Okay, and they're shooting again because they're auric weapons and you got some weird thingy bob.
Yep.
Weird thingy bob on. 2 more saves.
2 more saves.
Another fail. So it's 2 failed. How much damage?
1.
Okay, so you kill 1.
Yeah.
Right. So the casualties beginning to mount up on the Space Marine side as the Custodes reload and go into the charge phase. So I imagine the bikes are going in. Who are they going into?
The bikes are definitely declaring a charge into the unit in front of them.
Yeah, okay. That's an auto in, you can't even if you... Yeah, so Captain going into the Librarian. He has to fly over the head of the... I'll do it, yep.
There.
Okay, allow Terminators into the Dreadnought, and they need a 9. That's not a 9. You going to command point reroll that? Okay, command point reroll. Ooh, it was good, but not quite. Okay.
Okay.
Fail as well.
Let's go this way.
Yeah.
Let's do the Dreadnought.
Okay.
In there. Let's get
Dreadnought gets in. Stars.
Sleeps in.
4.
You over?
Get
them Overwatch, is there?
Yeah, I might do actually. Yeah. 2 wounds being caused but saved by the Telemon as it stamps into combat. Any other charges?
No.
No. Okay, number 2 kicking off with his captain against my Librarian. Oh dear. Right, hit on 2s. The black dice is the Misericordia, I think they're called.
Yeah, I will use my Emperor's Chosen thing to re-roll that. So, yep, all hit.
Okay.
Okay,
yeah, so they all hit.
Okay, so the Lance is strength +2, so strength 7.
3s. Ugh.
Okay.
Can you re-roll wounds on the charge of that?
I had 1.
Okay, the dagger failed to wound, but +1 to wound roll meant you did wound every time.
So those are -3s, which goes to -2.
5 up saves. Oh, I'll make 3 of them. How much?
2 damage apiece.
4 wounds caused. Luckily, his power armor saving him
Well,
there.
actually, that's probably the best result I could get, because then I can't get shot by everything else.
No, that's a good point. I can fall back, but yeah, if he's still alive. Right, do I interrupt with my assault intercessors? You know, I'm thinking I might. Okay, 2 command points spent to interrupt. I've piled in against the bikes, and I'm spending another command point on Gene Wrought Might, which means any 6s to hit is an auto wound. 8 attacks coming in, hitting on 3s. Only scoring 12 hits, but there are 4 auto wounds. The rest will be wounding on 5s. And that is 6 minus 1s. Take 2 wounds.
That kills one.
Oh, good. Phew. Okay. Okay, bikes attack back. 1 hit.
1 knife hits.
These are the 9s. Wounds.
-1. -2, sorry.
Lost
Yeah,
it.
-1.
That fails.
Yeah,
1 wound.
1 wound.
Okay. The lances hitting on 3s because they're hallucinating. And then
7.
2s because they're +1 to wound on the charge.
4 at -3.
Comes -2 to 5. And that's squished, isn't it, each time? So that is 2 dead. This dreadnought into the intercessors, 6 attacks. And he hits all the times. 2s. 5.
1 because he's a Emperor's chosen. And it's still a 1, so it's 5.
So -3 becomes -2. Every fail will kill, so that's 3 dead. Okay. Transhuman on the Hellblasters. This is Telemon.
Only 2 hits.
Only 2 hits?
No, sorry, yeah, it's wounds on 4.
Yeah. Custodes, you're hitting on 2. I mean, everything hit, didn't it?
Yeah, it did in that case.
So now on 4s because of Transhuman. So that helped me. Well, had me once at least. Probably.
I can re-roll one of those. I think so. It'll be 3.
3. And then what's the minus?
Right.
-3 becomes -2. 5s. Oh, I only lose 1 Hellblaster. I do. So the Librarian do no damage. Amazingly managed to do a 1 wound off that Dreadnought, and then no damage over here on the attacks back. So that is the end of Custodes turn 2. I've got a morale check here. Oh, they hold. Hellblaster. So, at the end of turn 2 for Custodes, it's 20 victory points to Custodes, 5 for the Space Marines. As we go into turn 2 for Space Marines, I need a good pushback, and I'm not sure where that's coming from yet. So, let's see. Okay, clearly I'm not going to outfight my way out of this game. I am outclassed on every level here, so I think I'm going to try and win it with points, which is going to be really difficult. But that's what I'm doing anyway. So at the end of my movement phase for starting turn 2, the remaining intercessors up here are now on that objective because their objective is secure. The ones that Flappy Dudes are staying in. The assault intercessors are staying in combat. I did debate whether to bring them around to take that, but they'll just be charged again. And at least they're doing what they're designed to be doing. Now, Librarian could have fallen out of combat, but he won't be able to cast, and he's only got 1 wound left, so I don't think he's too long for this training exercise, so he's going to stay and psychic his way, at least try and do something with his psychic powers. Dreadnought and the remaining aggressor coming around here to engage the Terminators. Intercessors fallen out of combat, and then they're technically on that objective, but whether they remain on that objective is another thing coming. Tank has got fly keyword, so it's sort of zoomed up there. Apothecary put another Hellblaster back on his feet. The Flamestorm aggressors have come out of the tank and are eyeing up, power fisting the Dreadnought, and supported by the captain and the lieutenant. Yeah, Hellblasters unfortunately won't be able to fire because they fell out of combat. So let's go into my psychic phase. Your bite unit. What charge value of 6, and that goes off on a 7. And try and deny your mind of impenetrableness. No. So they're back hallucinating. They're having a weird trip in this game. And then Smite will hit the captain. No, it won't. Right. That's the end of my psychic phase. I'm in the tactical doctrine. I'll try and remember this now. So let's start the shooting phase. So the Flamestorm aggressors are going to ignore the stomping dreadnought right in front of it, and are going to do 66 auto hits on your Sagittarian guard.
66?
Yeah. The number of the people. Yes. Let's see how many you get. Oh.
Oh, 66?
Yeah.
Not 66.
No, not 66. No. 10, 16 hits. That's not very good. And they walk through fire. 4 wounds caused, unfortunately. Right, okay, that didn't work.
Not even any soot on their armour.
No, that did not work at all. Right, I'll do some of the small arms from the characters off camera. Lieutenant with his Volkite pistol into the Sagittarians, and he hits twice, and he will wound on 4s. Any 6s do mortal wounds in addition. Oh, like that. He can't reroll his own aura, so that's 1 mortal wound.
No, on a 4+.
Oh, yes. Not just psychic, is it?
No. He's dead.
And I think it's an AP dash weapon. And it's pistol, so you got a 2-up save on the... So it's an addition. No, it's fine. Right, the big tank. Oh, I'm quite tempted to shoot at this dreadnought because it's only got 5-up invulnerable save, so it is feasible that the big cannon can do it. However, I've kind of committed myself in taking down this dreadnought with these guys, and I'm not going to do it without a bit of backup. So no, big cannon into this dude. Rotary cannon is going to try and finish off him. No, rotary cannon into these dudes down here, this warriors. And then all the other small arms into that dude there. So I'll do the big cannon on camera, the rest off camera. So, hitting on 2s against your Telemon. They both hit, and I'm wounding on 3s. And they both wound, so 4-up and vulnerable. Oops, daisy. Fire 1, make 1. Got down to 7 wounds and tickled one of the warriors. Right, let's move on. They fell out. Combat. Rinse and repeat these lot into your warriors. So, 4 wounds caused by the intercessors into the Birdmen. -2 because it's a tactical doctrine. And 2. Take 2 wounds. Oh.
2 wounds.
Pistols did nothing. He did not. Oh no, he scored a wound against Terminators. Oh, I haven't done my dreadnought yet. Let's do that. He's going to. Right, I'm not going to overcharge because I'm on 7 wounds, which means I'm just about in the top bracket still. And if I cause a mortal wound to myself, I'll become less combat effective. But you're doing Arcane Alchemy on your Terminators, which is basically transhuman. So this is the Plasma Annihilator. It fires 5 times. And you've already got 5. Oh, no, it's too late now. I was thinking about doing Wisdom of the Ancients. There we go. So I get 4 hits. And I'm reading on 3s. And 3 wounds. And these are going to be on your invulnerables. Is -4. Flat 2.
It was only on a 4.
Oh!
On a 4 up.
Sorry, it's 3 of them. Yeah, it was 3. It was 3. Yeah, sorry. +1? No, +2. So
I
take.
haven't used that command point yet, have I? Decided
No,
not to use it,
you
so
could command
I'm
point
gonna
that.
Command point that.
Okay then. No. So that is flat 2. Charges. Captain and aggressors are going to go into this dude.
Okay.
The aggressors first, if you want to overwatch. I don't know if you do. I might bung the lieutenant in as well if he can make it. Dreadnought into your Terminators and the aggressor into your Terminators.
I'm going to overwatch the Dreadnought.
You're going to overwatch Dreadnought. Yeah, okay. And so these are the D3 shots on your grenade launchers. So that's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. 6s to hit. No. And then your axes. Oh! Lightning.
5.
5.
6.
6.
Wow.
Strength 4. Are they? I think. Yeah. So. Oh my goodness.
Wow.
4 wounds coming in on Overwatch. -2 becomes -1, so this is 4 up saves. And 2 damage.
Yeah.
Becomes 1 damage. So you do bracket me on my middle bracket, which is really what I wanted to do. Is in. So I think I'm gonna. Oh, I've got a decision to make. Okay, Redemptive Fist hitting on 4s because he is now in his middle bracket, and I get 3 hits. Okay, command point being used. Yeah, no, so I get 4 hits. Strength is lots winning you on 2s. And these are going to be on your invulnerable saves, 4 of them. Come on. Oh, it's going to D3 +3 is going to squish the injured one anyway. So I'm playing transhuman, interrupting happening, and I'm playing transhuman on the aggressors, so they're going to be wounded on 4s. Look at that, they're all hit. Don't roll that again, number 2. Forced to wound now because of transhuman. Phew. 2. 5 ups. No, and it's 4 damage apiece. I'll see if the apothecary can help. No, dead. Dead. Apothecary does not help. Okay, 2 squished. I'll do my attacks back. So, okay, the aggressor sergeant has 5 attacks with a shock assault, hitting on 4s, rerolling 1s because of captain. Oh, he hits all the time. Winning on 3s. Rerolling 1s because of the lieutenant. So that is 4 going to be on your invulnerable saves. 3 get through. It's flat 2 damage, but you reduce 1. Yeah.
3 wounds, ignore them on a 6.
6. That was a bit of an anticlimax, no. But it's beginning to smoke.
It is.
Okay, the captain, he's got 2 extra attacks because of Imperium Sword and Shock Assault. And he hits all the time. Here's a hard bit, 5 to wound. He's not core, so he can't. Only 1 at -3. Yeah. Okay, see if the lieutenant can do it. 2s. Misses once. 5s. Another save at -3. No. Take it. Well, it's 2 damage, goes to 1.
Okay.
Moving on, Sergeant into the to the Terminators, hitting on 4s with his unwieldy power fist. Yeah, 2 hits, winning on 3s. 1.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay, against the Birdman, hitting on 3s, 5s. 1 AP dash.
Yay.
Yeah, oh dear. Okay, so that's all the charges done, so you can do your attacks back.
Okay.
And then you've got...
I should have got all on him, really. Okay, just do 4 on the... There we go.
Yeah. Hits.
4 hits.
3 through, toughness 5. Yeah.
Yeah, -2.
Becomes -1, it's 4, isn't it? So these are 4 ups. Ugh. No, he's dead. It's 2 damage, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Captain against the librarian. Oh, he misses twice.
He does get to reroll something, but I don't think he's there.
He gets to reroll 1 dice, doesn't he?
He gets 1 dice.
Yeah.
1. Yeah.
No, he's not on the charge this time.
No, he's not on the charge, so it's still get the strength. Oh,
Strength +1. I'll be on 3s, I think, wouldn't you? This is strength 8.
There he is. Strength +2 is 7.
Yeah, 3s. Yep.
Yeah, -3.
Becomes -2. So it's 4 of them, isn't it? I need to get every single one of them is on a 5 up. No, that's the librarian slain.
Yeah, -3 for 2. Oh, I've got 2 knife attacks as well.
Yep.
1
hit.
Wins. -1.
Saved them.
-2
becomes... Oh, that's right, still saved.
-2, yeah.
Still saved.
Okay, then it'll be Birdmen.
Birdman, yep. So at the end of my turn 2, I did manage to complete these 2 secondary objectives, giving me 10 secondary objective points. Extend battle lines and secure no man's land. Basically taking objectives in no man's land. And that's the end of my turn 2. I needed a good pushback. I don't think I really got it. The Telemon's almost dead. But I'm in the happy place for Custodes. They're in their combat now, and I think I'm in some serious trouble. But let's see as we go into turn 3 for the Custodes. Here we are at the end of the command phase for the Custodes in turn 3. God, it's a bloody game already, isn't it? Now you're in your martial Qatars. What are you doing?
Yeah, I'm
Number
going
2.
into my final Qatar.
Yeah.
Which is Qataris. And I'm adopting stance 1.
Right.
Which means every time a melee attack is made against me,
yeah,
you cannot re-roll hit rolls.
Oh, that's useful. Okay.
Yeah.
All right then. That's annoying.
Mm.
Right. So, Badman has stayed in the combat. So
Yeah.
with your bikes, captain's come round to finish off the Dreadnought. Dreadnought stayed where he is, I think.
He's shuffled a little
Shuffled a little
so,
forward, yeah. And then your warriors and Trajann and the Cressilia thingy bob are coming up onto the tank thing. And he stayed in combat.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right, shooting. What you got?
Well, I suppose I'm allowed to shoot in combat these days, aren't I?
So Telemon can fire into combat, of course. So he's targeting that thing on his back onto this guy, and then the main plasma into the captain. So the captain's going to trigger his Indomitus armor, which means he has a 3-up invulnerable save.
Okay.
So yeah, so
the plasma, the big cannon going on him.
Yeah.
And then the plasma flamethrower.
Oh yeah.
It's on the lieutenant.
On the lieutenant, yeah.
Okay, so the bolt launcher I haven't moved.
No.
So I get to fire 10 shots instead of 5.
Oh,
okay. I'm on 6s. I got 2.
Yeah. 6 is because you're hitting on 5s normally. -1 because it's a heavy weapon in firing into combat. Okay. Yep.
And 2 wounds. And it is
3-up saves. Yeah, saved. 5 and 6.
So, right, let's shoot the
Captain.
So, 4s, 5s.
Hits once. Wounds.
Wound.
Uh-oh. 3-up invulnerable.
Yeah.
Save.
Okay, and then against the lieutenant, I get 11 shots.
Ow.
For 3.
6. These are also wounds, so 3's to wound.
I'll use my Emperor's Chosen ability on that one.
Oh. So he's got a Storm Shield. -2 becomes -1. So it's a 3-up save. And ow. He fails 4 of them. How much damage?
Just 1 apiece.
Next Dreadnought bolters into the Marine, spear into the tank. So what's first?
Okay, do the bolters first.
Yeah. Hitting on 2s.
3 wounds.
It's going to be 3 saves.
Fine.
Yeah.
Okay, and then the tank.
2 hits.
He's
Toughness 8.
forced to wound. 2. And he is...
Comes -1, so 3-up. 3-up. Don't tell you how much damage.
For 3.
3 each?
Yep.
Oh! Ugh, that's 6 of damage. Ow. 4 wounds left on the tank. Oops.
Shooting there.
So I'm going to command point. Command point a 3-up save. Yeah, so I'm still on 7 wounds. Okay. And I've got no command points left.
Okay. Right.
Right.
Guard, I'm going to shoot into the Hellblaster.
Hellblasters, okay. Rerunning 1s, got a Trajann.
Yeah, Trajann. Yep.
4s. 3. 3. -1 becomes maybe 0. Oh, goodness sake. 2 damage each, isn't it?
Yeah.
So, that's 4 wounds, but they have Apothecary there. And he keeps 1 up, so that's 1 dead, 1 injured.
Okay. Trajann.
This is against Trajann. Was it 2, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, they saved.
Okay.
Sisters are going in. Sisters
3.
are doing it.
3 wounds.
3 up. No. Yeah. Pings off our holy power armor.
Okay, and then I've got my Birdmen pistols.
Yeah, okay. 5 hits. Reroll because of your thing.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah. Right, and they are strength
3 to wound, strength 6, and that's 5.
5, and they are -2 damage.
4 up saves then. Oh look, only 1 falls. Okay, Captain's going to try and clear the battlements with his missile hits.
Yeah, so it's a -4 saving throw, one of them.
So you can't save.
No, one's dead.
He's dead. Okay. So charges across the board. Trajann and the warriors have gone into the tank. I've got no command points. I can't interrupt. The dreadnought's gone into the intercessors, and the captain has gone into the dreadnought. As I can't interrupt, you might as well just go crack on with your charges. Then number 2. Which one do you want to do?
Let's do the boat captain first.
Yep.
Boat captain.
Sitting on 2s, as is.
2s. I'll use my
Your
special reroll there. Okay, so we are interceptor the strength 5, 6, 7.
4s goes to 3s because you're on the charge. 4.
That's nice. 1, 2, 3, 4. And it is minus.
Okay, -3 becomes -3, so 5s. I think that's destroyed. It's more than 1 damage a pop, isn't it?
2 damage. Okay.
It only had 2 wounds left, didn't it?
Yeah.
I've removed the wound die. So does it blow? No. Okay, this is a Java Dreadnought against the Intercessors. And he hits all the time. 2s to wound, strength 14. Oh, 3 ones.
I'll reroll one of them. That's 4. And he's...
Right, 5 ups or deaths. Oh, the sergeant is still alive, would you believe? So 1 marine left, still contesting, still holding that objective actually.
Right, that's where he gets to work. So he can re-roll hit rolls because he's
This is Trajann, is it?
warlord trait. Yeah.
Okay.
So let's see what we get.
2s.
Hit on 2s.
Gets 5
Reroll.
hits. Oh yeah, reroll.
Yep.
Would have helped if I filmed it.
No. So he gets 6 hits. The Watcher's Axe melee is his strength ×2, so is his strength 10.
3s. 3.
3. Okay.
Minus.
And it is minus.
Becomes -2, so 4 up saves. 3 damage.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he's down to 4 wounds. Okay, warriors against the tank.
Reroll the 1s.
Because of Trajann.
Hit. They're going to be with a sword with strength 7.
So 5s to wound. 3.
3. And that is.
So -2. So that fails. 2 damage. Down to 2. Smoking, but not quite dead.
Okay.
1. I can't quite remember the armor's value. I think it's -3. You save and a 5. Ooh. Focus. Okay, to the lieutenant. Oh
dear.
I need 2 hits.
Roll the ones for the captain.
No, he's not core.
No.
And he doesn't wound. So maybe wait. Let's see if the sergeant, aggressor sergeant, can do it. He's got 3 attacks.
Instant promotion.
Yeah, he can reroll once because of the captain. So he hits once though because they're unwieldy. 3s to wound. Does wound. But I think it's only flat 2 goes to flat 1. It's not going to do it. So he saved anyway. Right, I'll do the tank off. I'll do everything else off camera. These are the assault intercessors hitting on 3s. 5s. 3 AP -1s. He's making all your saves. Right, that's it. So that is the end of.
Not.
Is it not?
You're going down there.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Right, I thought that was the end, but you're activating some sort of weird
Trajann Valoris
shackle.
Activating the moment shackle, which is a relic from the Dark Age of technology. It means he can
Fights again, doesn't it?
fight again.
Okay then, finish off the tank.
4, 5, 6.
2s. Ooh.
Let me check this thing.
Reroll hit rolls give his auto trait.
This one's 5.
3s to wound, is it strength 10?
3s to wound. I'll use my. No, I don't know.
You've done that already.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've done that this turn. So it's 3.
3 4-ups. No. How much damage?
9.
Oh, 9. Okay. Does it blow? This could be nasty.
No.
Not quite. I thought about it. Right, there aren't too many assets left now. Turn 3 for the Space Marines. The Apothecary's healed the Lieutenant back to 4 wounds. No, actually, you can only do 3, so he's on 4 wounds, not 5. Flat 3 because he's the Master Apothecary. And he's also resurrected one of the aggressors back into the fray. I've kept this Intercessor here because he's at least on the objective. Actually, no, he'll fall back and go there instead. Right. Everything else is really staying where they are. Yeah, so not much in the way of shooting at the moment, actually. I've got 4 Hell Blasters, and they will put everything into... So I just moved my Hell Blasters within the reroll 1 range bubble of the Captain. So they're going to put everything into your Warriors, I think. Right, so I'm going to go into the Warriors. I think I'm going to try and kill, shoot where I can kill. Hitting on 4s because of the banner. I'm not overcharging, but I can reroll 1s because of the Captain. Right, that's not too bad. Spread of shots, winning on 3s. Rerolling 1s because of the Lieutenant. So that is 8 invulnerable saves. So that is 5 wounds.
5.
So one was on 1 wound.
Yeah,
and
see.
And you kill another one and they injure the last one. Apothecary into the Warrior misses once. Wounds. It's an AP dash, I think, though. 2 damage. No. Yeah. Right, 2 of these are actually in range of that last Warrior, so they're far at him, and the other 2 are just shoot your Captain.
Okay.
So Captain, and hitting twice, wounding. I'm still in the Tactical Doctrine, by the way. No wounds, and then the 2 against the Warrior, 3s, and 5s. 1 -2 save. Made it. Yep. 4 up or death, and you decided life. Choose life. And that's the end of my shooting phase. I did this pistols off camera up there. Right. I've got no charges, so defenders go first. Oh, all the hits. He's still hitting on 4s.
Okay.
2s. 4.
I'll reroll 1 for being Emperor's Chosen. Damage.
Okay, because I've got a Storm Shield. I've got 4 up invulnerable save. And I failed 2, so that's 8 damage.
8 damage.
I need 5 6s at least. I don't get 5 6s, the Lieutenant is squished. Okay, Assault Intercessors back into these guys. 5 to wound. Ooh, that is 4 -1 saves on your bikes. Yep. Right, do you want to activate another unit, the Birdman?
Yeah, I'll go with the Birdman.
Yeah.
Yes. 1. Those 2 miss. 6. 3.
Yep. Oh, 5. -1. So most of it becomes -1. Dead, injured. So there's 1 left injured. Right, let's see if we can kill the Telemon. So let's do the Captain first. One too many dice. He's hitting on 2s. And he's wounding on 5s. That's better. 3 -3 saves. Yes! I got him!
How many wounds are you doing? See if I can
wait, oh yeah. It's flat 2 becomes flat 1, so was that 3 wounds? Yeah.
If I get a 6.
If you get 1 6, he's still alive. Oh, you got
2 6s. You can't kill it.
Cannot kill it. Right, see if the aggressors can do it. They're hitting on 4s, so rerolling 1s because of the Captain. And they are wounding on 3s. Can't reroll the 1s anymore because the Lieutenant is no longer in play. 2. Take that 2 becomes 1. So is it down to 1? Can't believe it. Well, I've got it down to 1 wound so many times. And that's the end of. Oh no, have you fought with your bikes?
No.
No, you haven't, have you? So this is the bikes into the Assault Marines. Freeze. 5 up saves. 2 fail.
2 damage.
2 damage, so it's 2 dead. Right, so that's the end of turn 3 for Space Marines. I couldn't score any of my objectives. They just weren't. Had to keep them out of my deployment zone, raise a banner somewhere, or secure the middle. That's 3 turns apiece. And at this point, I think the Trajan's going to blow his whistle and call game the sort of halt, because even though I might actually be slightly winning in victory points, there's only one way this game's going to go now. I think I just don't have the assets to keep you from. Well, you're going to easily just take me off this.
That one.
That's going to be coming off you. That's dead. Yeah. So I think you're going to squeeze me out on the primaries. You're going to hold that.
Yeah.
And even though I think I probably would have killed your Telemon had we continued, I think that's probably the only plus I would have got in from the rest of the game. So yeah, I think that's good. It's a Custodes victory. Well, here we are on Terra. There's ranks and ranks of it. It's almost like, like a sporting, arena. There's loads of like people watching and that kind of thing. There's no way that the Custodes were going to lose this. So there we go. So I think I think, what do you reckon, number 2? D-, C+?
Detention, I think.
Detention, see me, more work required. Yeah. For 15 secondaries, which would have put you on 50, 35 at the end of your turn 4. And I wouldn't be able to really do anything about that, so that's why I think it's probably best we call the game now. But yeah, Custodes are always a really hard nut to crack. They are riding high in the meta at the moment, but they having said that, do you know what, if I'd not had Armor of Contempt, it would have been even more brutal, wouldn't it? Number 2
has made a difference.
Has made a difference, although not enough on this occasion. But it did make a massive difference. Now that's a really good buff for the Space Marines, and I think probably I'm still learning. That was my first game against a human opponent, or not playing myself, that is, with my Space Marines. So I probably made loads of mistakes. I think the problems with gunline armies, I quite like the idea, the concept of a sort of gunline Space Marine army and like hordes rushing on at them. But in terms of the actual game mechanics, you do get pinned very quickly.
So many games are objective led, aren't they?
Yeah, exactly.
You've got to be mobile. You've got to have.
So yeah, I might need to think about maybe having a few more mobile units in this army, I think, if it's going to be effective. But also I've got to remember my doctrines and remember some of the other rerolls. I think I must have forgotten my Master Artisans rerolls all the time, I think. But it's a new army. But anyway, there we go. I hope you enjoyed that battle report. As I said, see me. Detention from Valerian, what's his name again? Valerian. Valorian. That's Valerian Steel, isn't it? Yeah, that's something different. Hope you enjoy the game. The scenery from TT Combat, pretty much, apart from those crates are from Games Workshop. GameMap.eu for the game mat, obviously. And hope to see you again soon. Like and subscribe. And I'll see you in the next battle report.
Bye.
Bye-bye.